Urgent Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Pittsburgh Steelers updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Steelers Nation! Today, we've got some intriguing news that's been buzzing around the NFL community, and I know every single one of you is eager to find out what's happening with one of our key defensive players. We're talking about none other than Mike Hilton, a guy who has made quite an impact during his time in Pittsburgh. Now, he's a free agent, and the question on everyone's mind is, will the Steelers bring him back? Or is this the end of the line for Hilton in the Steel City? Trust me, folks, this situation is more complex than it seems, and it's definitely worth diving deep into all the factors at play here. So, buckle up because we're about to get into all the details, the history, the stats, the potential moves, and what this could mean for our beloved Steelers in the upcoming season. First, let's set the scene. Mike Hilton isn't just any player. He's been a staple in Pittsburgh's secondary for several seasons now. Since joining the team, Hilton has established himself as a versatile, aggressive, and intelligent defensive back. He can play both cornerback and safety, and that kind of versatility is invaluable in today's NFL. The Steelers' defense, known for its physicality and strategic complexity, has benefited tremendously from Hilton's ability to adapt and excel in multiple roles. His blitzing skills, in particular, stand out. There were numerous games last season where Hilton's pressure on the quarterback changed the course of the game entirely. That kind of disruptive playmaking is exactly what Pittsburgh's defense needs to stay competitive. But, as we all know, NFL teams are always balancing their rosters with salary cap considerations, future planning, and strategic moves. Hilton, having been a free agent, now finds himself at a crossroads. On the one hand, he's a proven performer with a chemistry built up over years in the system. On the other, he's seeking a contract that reflects his market value, which might be a challenge for the Steelers given their current cap situation. It's a classic dilemma: do you lock in a player who's already proven he can perform at a high level, or do you explore other options that might be more financially feasible but less proven in your system? Now, let's talk about Hilton's contributions a bit more in detail. Over his tenure with the Steelers, Hilton has been a player who consistently showed up in big moments. His ability to cover receivers man-to-man or in zone, combined with his blitzing prowess, makes him a dual threat. Plus, his leadership qualities, especially in the locker room, shouldn't be underestimated. Players like Hilton often serve as a bridge between the coaching staff and younger players, helping to maintain a cohesive and motivated defense. His experience in Pittsburgh's system, which emphasizes discipline and smart football, makes him a natural fit if the team decides to bring him back. But what about his stats? Well, in the last couple of seasons, Hilton has registered around 50 tackles per year, with a handful of forced fumbles and interceptions. His pass deflections and ability to break up plays have been vital in third-down situations. Watching game film, it's clear that Hilton's instincts and play recognition are top-notch. He's a player who anticipates routes and reads plays before they develop, giving him that extra edge over receivers and tight ends. That kind of football IQ is rare, and it's exactly what makes him an asset for the Steelers. So, what's the outlook? Well, there are several factors that could influence the decision. For starters, the Steelers' defensive scheme is suited for a player like Hilton. With a focus on aggressive, versatile coverage, having someone who knows the ins and outs of the system is a huge plus. Plus, his familiarity with the coaching staff and his teammates means he could slot right back in without much adjustment period. That continuity is crucial as the team prepares for a new season, especially with the NFL's ever-changing landscape. However, the NFL is a business, and negotiations aren't always straightforward. Hilton's agent is likely pushing for a deal that reflects his value on the open market, which, given his performance, could be quite lucrative. The Steelers, on the other hand, have to be mindful of their salary cap and might need to get creative with restructures or incentives. They could also explore other options in free agency or the draft. The NFL draft, especially, could be a game changer, finding a young, talented cornerback or safety to develop for the future. But let's be honest, replacing a player like Hilton isn't a simple task. His versatility and leadership are hard to replicate. Now, some fans are debating whether the team should prioritize re-signing Hilton or look elsewhere. On one side, you have those who believe Hilton's experience and playmaking ability are irreplaceable. They argue that bringing him back would solidify the secondary and give the defense a much-needed boost in confidence. On the other side, some suggest that the Steelers should allocate those funds to younger prospects or other positions that need more immediate attention. For example, the linebacker core or offensive line could use reinforcements, and sometimes, a team has to make tough choices to stay within their financial limits. Let's also consider the broader context of the Steelers' defense. Last season, we saw flashes of greatness, but also moments where the secondary struggled with consistency. The addition of a player like Hilton could address some of those issues, especially in critical moments. His experience in high-pressure situations, combined with his knack for making game-changing plays, can be the difference between a good defense and a great one. Pittsburgh's defensive coordinator is known for his scheming and adaptability, and having Hilton back would give him even more flexibility to deploy blitzes and coverage schemes that confuse offenses. And don't forget, Hilton's leadership off the field is equally valuable. Young players in the secondary look up to him, and his work ethic sets a standard in the locker room. Building a championship-caliber defense isn't just about individual talent, it's about chemistry, leadership, and understanding the team's identity. If Hilton remains with the Steelers, it sends a strong message that the team values continuity and experience, which can be a motivating factor for everyone involved. But, you know how the NFL offseason works. It's a chess game, teams weighing their options, trying to find that perfect balance between immediate needs and long-term planning. The Steelers have shown in the past that they're not afraid to make bold moves, whether it's trading up in the draft or making splash signings in free agency. So, could Hilton be part of their plans? It's entirely possible. The team's management has a history of valuing veteran leadership and proven production, especially in a division as competitive as the AFC North. The Ravens, Bengals, and Browns are all making moves, and Pittsburgh needs to stay sharp. Now, let's talk about the fans and what they're saying. On social media, there's a lot of chatter. Some are all in favor of bringing Hilton back, emphasizing how important he's been for the defense, especially in key moments. Others are hesitant, worried about the salary cap and wondering if there are better options out there. It's a classic debate, and that's what makes NFL offseason so exciting: the uncertainty, the speculation, the hope that your team makes the right moves to contend for that elusive Super Bowl. In the end, the decision will likely come down to negotiations and how much Hilton values staying in Pittsburgh versus exploring other opportunities. The Steelers, for their part, will have to weigh the tangible on-field benefits against the financial realities. If they manage to get a deal done, it could be a huge win for the defense, providing that veteran presence that could make all the difference in close games. If not, the team might look to draft a promising cornerback or safety early on, aiming to develop a new star for the future. As we approach the draft and free agency period, this story remains one of the most intriguing for Steelers fans. It's a reminder of how every offseason can reshape a team's destiny. The future of Mike Hilton is still very much up in the air, but one thing's for sure: his impact on the Steelers' defense over the past few seasons has been undeniable, and whatever happens next, we'll be watching closely. The Steelers are known for their resilience, their strategic moves, and their ability to bounce back after tough seasons. So, I wouldn't count them out just yet. Whether Hilton stays or goes, the team will continue to fight, to improve, and to chase that championship dream that every Steelers fan holds dear. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe Hilton should return? Or do you think the team should explore other options? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. Let's keep the conversation going. I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news, rumors, and analysis. Remember, this team is more than just a franchise, it's a family, and every decision they make has a lasting impact on us all. Thanks for watching, and let's go Steelers!